Hello, welcome to this hands-on in-depth Power BI training. We're going to be building this from scratch, and in building this, I'm going to be taking you through a whole lot of these, starting from how you bring in data into Power BI. So we're going to be using these raw data files, and as you've noticed, there are some things that are wrong about the data, right? So these years need to be moved down. A couple of things need to be done on that particular one. Likewise, there is going to be other files that have some peculiar issues, every one of them their own different issues that we're going to be using Power Query in Power BI to transform. So this is a sales data that has a header that is not really what you're going to want to pick directly, and some things are missing in this also. Likewise, we're going to bring in a target file, sales target file that is really complex. It's target by month, by branch, by product, and it just stretches really to the right, and we're going to have to transform on pivot and do a whole lot of interesting things. So in Power BI, we're going to have to bring in the data into Power Query and then do a lot of all those transformations. So the file I showed you that it's the sales data, this is what it looks like. But when we are done, it's going to be changed into, you promote the headers. We're going to touch on how you do use first row as headers. We're going to change type. We're going to do a whole lot of transformation on these until it becomes usable like this. And likewise for the target originally looks like this. We're going to pivot. We're going to do a whole lot of interesting things, fill down, start transforming the data, step by step, making use of all the tools in Power Query that will help us do that, and exposing you to those powerful tools for transformation in Power Query. Likewise, exchange rate, likewise the branch data. Actually, the branch data is clean. We won't be doing too much on it. And then I'm going to take you through how you create all of these. These are called visuals. So the different visuals, how you put a design, how you bring in an image or as a logo, how you create a title for your report, and then the different slicers, the different transformations, changing we'll be touching a whole lot of the different settings in Power BI, how you create a target against actual, and set it such that whenever something happens, which I'll show you how, you get an email, how you create also a table that has all of these that can be expanded, so you can see the sales by branch expanded into by month, and you see all these things, this conditional formatting, how you set it up in such a way when you meet your target, the things are in green, and then when you are very close to the target, you're not too off from the target, then it's in yellow. Then when you are really off from the target, it is red. And then let me collapse this back. And then also how you create all of these different charts. This is a combo chart, how you create a map, and then how you can make it even pick places that are not easy for the map to locate, maybe because of the naming convention, or the something that is just not very easy for the map to locate, how you overcome that, how you do pie chart, how you create drill down such that when you click on a branch, the thing explodes into all of the product that make it. Maybe I'm going to let you see that once again. So if I originally, this is showing sales by branches and the branch manager in there, right? So what if, as I'm looking at this Lekki that is, forming like 37% of the entire sales, I want to see what the breakdown is. That's what we call drill down. So I'm going to show you how to create that. So you click on it and boom, the entire chart just explodes and drills down into the very components of that result you're looking at, and I can drill back up. So I go back to the report, and then I also show you how you create the different major types of charts, and also some formulas we're going to create. So right in the table, we're going to be creating using some DAX formula, how we create a date table. So I'm going to take you through how to create a date table and how to create some of the components in the date table. We're going to use a DAX, new table, new column, new measure. We're going to touch on all of the key things that you need to be conversant with, and some popular DAX formulas. So we're going to be using formulas that involve if formula, that involves calculate, that involves concatenate, that involves format, year, related, selected value. A whole lot of many formulas that you have to be conversant with to do the bulk of the analysis you're going to be doing in Power BI. We're also going to touch on the data modeling, how you begin to relate these different data tables that you've brought in, create relationships, how you even create an inactive relationship that you're going to use in a formula using use relationship, and then how the rules you need to follow, right? The most advised rules. And then in this case, I'm kind of bending some of the rules, but then it's so that I'm going to take you through the bulk of all of it, so how the difference between the cardinality and the relationships when you create between tables, and also the setting up, so the cardinality, setting up the filter direction, and understanding which to pick when, and the rules to follow. So I'm going to take you through all of that, and ultimately we are going to also publish our report. And before we publish, I'll also take you through how you create different access levels, role level security as it's technically called, but the whole concept is about access control. So how you can configure some people to see just some places. So I could configure someone for Bagada branch, another for Ikoyi branch, configure people to see just specific branches that they work in, and then you can test it and say, okay, what if I am one of those who has been assigned as Bagada branch? What will I see? And instantly the whole report is going to transform to just show me only what is for my branch. I wouldn't even know that other branches exist. And then you can change the people's names. So all of that we're going to go through, and then ultimately in the end of building this report, we're going to publish. And so I'll take you through how you publish. Once you publish, the thing gets pushed into the Power BI service, that part of Power BI that you have to access over the web. And so I explain all of this environment, the different nooks and crannies in here. And then this is the Power BI report. Once you publish it, it looks a lot like what it is in the desktop one, the tool we use in building the report. And so I'm going to just show you the peculiar things here. It's only from here you can create a dashboard. You can add people to see, and you can even configure it to send reports out, as an email, a snapshot of the report every day to some specific people. You can add people and say they should get the emails, every day. And for the time of the day, you can add whatsoever you want them to see. So those who are too used to getting daily emails, they will still get that advantage. Also, how you configure the schedule refresh, so you can tell it to refresh every day at some specific times of the day. And also how you build the dashboard. So from the Power BI report itself, we're going to be pinning things. It's called pin anyway, but then once you click on, you want this to show on the dashboard, and boom, you pin it. I'm going to take you through all of that. So you also get to understand how the dashboard works, how you can ask a question. You can tell Power BI, okay, I want to see something, maybe I want to see something like this. What's this total? Show me the top 5 sales by pizza. Whatever it is you want, you just type, maybe bottom 4 pizza by city. And as I'm typing it, you see it's doing it, right? And if you're done, if you don't like the chart, if you like it, you can pin the visual permanently. If you don't like it and you want it as something else, I can say as pie chart. So you have full flexibility as per how the data should come up, and you're just asking. So it's called Q&A. You say what you want, and Power BI builds it. And if you like it, you can pin it permanently into your dashboard. And also, I take you through how you set alert. So you want to monitor some metrics, some important figures, and you want to say Power BI should send you an email. Once something has happened, right? So again, I'm going to take you through all of that, and in the end, I'm going to be taking you through a lot of the expert tips and exciting illustrations and things that you will find very useful in doing for yourself or for clients or for your company. Very interactive and an engaging Power BI reports, and also how to be able to set currency. So you can toggle between currencies. You can say Naira and the report renders in Naira, or you change to USD and the entire report renders in that currency. So see you in the course.